see how he plays with this.
Yeah, it doesn't strike me as that good of a PA game, but they picked it relatively early into the draft. And one thing I really dislike, I'm a big hater on the hero. Maybe I'm a little bit biased here, but Mars, I feel like this hero just has almost no impact most of the time, whether he's being played from the mid lane or from the off lane. This time it's going to be 7E playing it, so going to be a mid Mars. Check the stats real quickly. Sitting at 25% win rate across all regions, has been played 8 times. Even I'm surprised that it's that high for Mars.
Yeah, it feels like you said, no impact, and we'll see if it's able to do something from the mid lane. We see those odds brought to you by esportsbet.io, 1.31 for Xtreme Gaming, and then the extra leaves are the YBB logo. I think those might be bees. It looks like leaves, but I think the logo is
could be
like
bees, yeah.
YBB.
Now that you say it, it could also mean like this team last picks Bristleback. It makes no sense to pick Bristleback, and then you're like, why BB? It's stupid, but
it might be right. Hey, stupid doesn't mean it's not right. That's for sure. Paparazzi on Storm. Like, you're coming in, and 70, he's kind of been about these weird mids at times. Like, when he was playing Windrunner mid, he was very weird with that, cheeky with it. He would bring out the Ironwood tree and use that to shackle. I'm, like, ready for, like, tricks up his sleeves. But with Paparazzi here on the Storm, going up against a bit of a comfort pick for Paparazzi.
It's also a free lane for Storm. You're never going to threaten a kill on Mars. I mean, Mars not going to threaten a kill on you unless there's a rotation pre-level 6. So a bit of a difficult one, I would say. He just doesn't have enough damage to kill Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit, strong laner, has 5 armor, so you don't care too much about Rebuke. You get close, you get harassed. So Paparazzi so far only managed to miss 1 CS, is bringing the bottle already.
Yeah, unlike my pubs, bottle is here at the 1 minute mark. So Paparazzi, like, if he has a good time, he has a good start. We could see him moving around the map quite a bit. Top lane is Ghost and DY with, honestly, a chance at Reality Rift with a stun and an arrow to follow it up. Heroes on the side of YBB are going to want to be a little bit careful about their positioning if they're caught out a little bit too far. I can see that just being
they're going to start to play so aggressively now.
Yeah, there's the stun, Star Storm in, and there's the first blood. Almost exactly how I wrote it up. And then ZZQ, he's getting run down. One more right click to get the double kill there for DY.
And he's going to deny himself immediately. Marcy's not going to be able to collect the XP from that, so nicely done by DY. Gets leap instead of arrow level 2, which is something that position 5 Miranas are doing. Like, you don't want to play too greedy. You want to have something to get out of the trouble. And now he's going to bring items back to the lane. Good start for Xtreme Gaming.
It's so weird that you say that like, Miranas don't want to go and get arrow, because, like, that was the point of Mirana for so long, right? You were still getting net worth and still taking away something, you know, getting something out of these lanes with the arrows, or taking over the jungle camps and using arrows that way.
Because you want to max out Starstorm. 2 points in Starstorm at level 3, it's a lot of harassment, and he's getting very close to it. So this top lane for YBB is going to... I think they're going to suffer. I don't think they have enough damage to kill Ghost. Ghost already level 3, 1-1-1 build, so has a bit more sustain, has damage, has also points in Reality Rift, so he can reposition people.
We've seen these Marcies that struggle before, like, if it takes a long time to get to level 6, feels like this hero just misses a big timing for their game and almost become a non-factor.
Definitely not a hero that plays well from behind. You want to be able to... You also need to push carries out of the lane with Marcy. I think this is when you want to pick the hero. And also a hero that doesn't have any farming tools, so you want to keep fighting to be able to get the farm going, because you don't want to use your ulti. Maybe if there's a big stack of Ancients or some like big camp stacks, then you are allowed to use. I'll hold that thought.
Avalanche on Alu, and well, he'll just jump back. Not too much danger for him at the moment. It really is crazy how many of these players we've been talking about recently have played for the eHome org at some point. Like, you've got Tiaming, who is also one of those e-home players, and like it just feels like it's the CN Power Rangers or Empire at this point.
Empire.
They're on everybody.
Yeah, the Empire has been in Eastern European scene for a very long time. Just everybody played on the team, and this was a good way to start your career at.
Yeah, and it feels like a lot of those players who were on eHome are starting to find themselves that kind of success as well. So ZZQ just throwing out a Thunderstrike onto DY. This is now DY without PYW. That was a duo that was together for a long time, and it's interesting to see the split. But Xtreme Gaming last tour, they had a lot of issues, and we're trying to see if those issues have been worked out now that they've made a little bit of a switch over to the super veteran of Kaka.
Kaka's back in action. A little bit disappointed that he's not playing Shaman or Lion.
Or Nyx Assassin.
Yeah, Kaka tiny. Oh, arrow.
Yeah, short range arrow. But just looking for that reality rift. Not going to get it.
So this bottom lane for Xtreme Gaming, they are getting harassed. Doom is still getting farm, but so is, I almost said Drow Ranger. Phantom Assassin is getting farm. I always get confused by this cosmetic.
Yeah, that or like an Abaddon without a horse. Kaka getting chased for a second. Lu jumping in and getting a little bit of help from the Enchantress, but this is not the Why You Smile Enchantress with 2 points in the impetus to start off.
So far, he did manage to secure the lane for Phantom Assassin, and another defensive jump from Marcy. ZZQ in trouble.
Yeah, he's going to fall. DY gets another kill under his belt, and Beyond trying to at least get a trade, but that's just not going to happen at the moment. And not a lot of mana left on DY. We'll see what he does if he wants to maybe walk around and sacrifice himself to a tower again.
Oh, that's a big rune, especially because he kind of stole it from Storm Spirit. Would definitely love to get it. Kaka getting harassed here. Can't really do much against the Enchantress. And Lu, bottom lane, 20 magic, 1 charges. Just popped it after JT used Scorched Earth. He also does have this mana aura that we didn't mention. And of course, the mana burn as well. So we'll TP back to his tower. Does have Perseverance going into Meteor Hammer. We saw it a couple of times already in the DPC in different regions. Meteor Hammer on Doom, so you can actually farm. You can pressure the tower as well early on. Oh, good
Kaka,
pull.
Yeah, pulled back, and that's not going to be good when you get hit by that Hurricane right towards the Phantom Assassin. Will try to juke, but ends up getting spotted. A Stifling Dagger to get the kill there for Lu. And top lane again, we're looking at ZZQ and Beyond. DY, well, he's nearby, throws the Starstorm out. The rebound, but the Reality Rift and the 2-second stun. They've got the Ball Lightning with the rotation from Paparazzi. That means they'll get a kill onto the Disruptor.
I'm not sure if Paparazzi was needed for that rotation. Maybe they thought if they're going to commit, potentially kill Beyond as well. So this is my issue with Mars. Again, he needs to have some kind of a rune. Oh, another dagger. Can they catch a glimpse of him? They cannot. Good.
Now they've got the TP from the Mirana. So they want an arrow. Oh, almost landing. But not going to be close enough to get that arrow hit.
Ooh,
now
that's
leaping in and
huge mistake. He does
didn't
have
the mana
two
for the
fairy
Starstorm
fires.
immediately. So DY hit by this impetus, and the right click's coming in, and he has given up his life to Lu.
Whew, I don't know about this one, DY. 2 fairy fires, had infused raindrop, and a couple of magic 1 charges on top of it. So a bit of a risky kill to get. Even if he gets a trade, it's still not worth it. Giving away free XP to Phantom Assassin, potentially giving the last hit to PA as well.
And that is Lu getting 2 kills right there, right? He got that kill earlier on Kaka. Now he gets that one on the Mirana. Meteor Hammer thrown down. That's completed here for JT, so we'll see if he's able to push the lane enough to get the tower and maybe break up Lu's success down here. He's level 6 now, so the crits are online.
Lu decided to invest in a lot of small items, so his Battle Fury timing is going to be slightly delayed, but it also did allow him to get some of the kills in the lane. 2 last hits, as you said. Meteor gonna drop. That's big.
Yeah, that means they get the Avalanche. They have the Shockwave, toss up into the air. Lu is going to try and fight this, goes after Kaka. Just needs a crit, but he can't find one.
That's nicely done. Definitely, he did not expect this one to land. Also having Shockwave, so some extra damage. Even with all these small items that we mentioned, Power Treads, Magic Wand, full Orb of Corrosion going into Battle Fury next, of course. First usage of the Glyph to stop some damage from the Meteor Hammer. I don't know if Phantom Assassin can TP there. She's gonna need another hero. Mars does have TP available, but he's already making a rotation top.
I don't know if he's TPing there. Yeah, the courier's going towards top. Blue's getting a TP top. So they'll try to take a tower. DY. He'll be the one here to try and defend from multiple heroes showing up. All 3 cores in the top lane.
In terms of tower damage, they don't really have much. Orb of Corrosion is their best tool, and to bring numbers beyond is level 7, so 4 points in Sidekick, which is going to give them sustain. Synergizes nicely with God's Rebuke, and of course Phantom Assassin as well, so now they're going to bring the numbers. As we said, seems like it's going to be the trade. Ghost does not want to get there, doesn't have ulti available, but we'll pop a Glyph for now.
Yeah, they're popping the Glyph. This is taking a long time to get the tower. They even smoke to potentially shift towards mid.
I love this move, where they're pretending they're behind Phantom Assassin, but seems like DY knows something is up.
Glimpse, to get far enough
only
away
2
from the
points
glimpse.
in it.
Yeah. So he's able to survive. They've got Kaka on the low ground, but they throw Beyond up towards the top tier 1 or mid tier 1, and they'll look as Beyond unleashes on a Paparazzi and gets the kill onto the Storm.
Nicely done. Good. I mean, this toss kind of killed Storm Spirit because he got disposed.
Blue in some trouble. Right clicks in, trying to run, trying to blur out. It's one crit. Could have used that earlier when he was fighting Kaka down bottom.
Help.
But they need to try and help out Lou, and they're not going to be able to do so, and he'll get run down to the top lane.
I like the move from Ybb where they collapsed on a mid lane with a smoke. DY knew exactly what was going to happen. He drew on a minimap, but still they lose 2 heroes. They lose a tower as well, so pretty big deal, I would say. This opens up the map. Top tower is very low, sitting at 600 HP with the next arena. 40 seconds. They could still take the top tower.
The fact that they haven't already is a little bit concerning. Streamer up here maybe a little bit more willing to defend. So JT going into the Midas with that Meteor Hammer. He took the bottom tier 1. That was cleared out. We'll have that. We'll have the Devour, which is currently sitting at level 3. And in terms of net worth, he's behind only Paparazzi.
We've seen Doom being on top of the network time and time again. And this is also the new build that we mentioned. Meteor Hammer, you still go back to Hand of Midas, get a BKB, Blink Dagger, sell. Eventually, you're going to get rid of that Meteor Hammer. It's just a farming AoE tool for you. Good stats, good mana regen.
And it just... What's like the point of selling the Meteor Hammer, though? You don't really want to hold on to it?
You sell it when you run out of slots. Okay. You don't want to sell it.
It's the first thing to sell.
Yeah.
Instead of, say, like...
you don't want to sell Midas. Yeah. You don't want to sell anything else. It's just a... You got the value from it, so you can't afford to sell it. This is what I do with my, investments. Buy when it's high, sell when it's low.
When it's 50%.
Yeah.
Take some different financial advice.
Paparazzi does have Invis. They're also smoked, and he just finished off Witchblade, so that's going to be some extra damage coming out from him.
Yeah, they got the Vortex just on the edge. Avalanche, Star Storm with Static Storm committed, though. That doesn't really hit anybody. Ball Lightning back in. Paparazzi puts himself into the Static Storm. Now they've got the arena down to 3, but the Ball Lightning out from Paparazzi. Damage on the Kaka, trying to survive a little bit longer to get the Avalanche off, which he'll do. And land on a 2, but they've got the Glimpse back. They'll get the kill on Akaka. Now they'll look over at the Mirana, and instead of getting anything, well, they lose 2 on the side of Xtreme Gaming.
Yeah, I mean, Static Storm did kind of stop the combo that they wanted to go for, and they don't lose anybody. And if we look at the CS, Mars does have 7E CS at the moment. I'm just... Production just told me, that I'm going to get fired after this one. And they're not even kidding. It's the big boss that told me.
Oh, man.
Now we can go back to network. Show network back. And yeah,
oh my gosh. Ball Lightning in. Tiaming, he's caught Will he die this time? He's trying to heal up with the Nature's Attendants, but that's only level 1.
Zoning arrow, just in case somebody is behind him. And
Ghost now running down 7E. So he'll end up dead to Ghost, and I mean, that is an easy kill for him to get. And really not something you want to be giving up like that. Blue, all the while, still farming up that Battle Fury. Like you said, he went for small items first.
It's still going to be a good timing. 15-minute Battle Fury with Power Treads, Magic Wand. It's not too bad going into BKB next. And now JT is going to Meteor Hammer the tower one more time. Hand of Might is done. Level 9, Devour plus Scorched Earth are maxed out.
Yeah, a lot of gold going his way. Just now sitting at top of the net worth. So Blue really wants this Battle Fury. And he's going to start to get some farm, but the question is, what about the rest of the team? We talked about 70 in his CS, but what about his net worth? It is not up there. He is the lowest farmed core.
Kind of expected, considering it's Mars, but now with the Blink Dagger pickup, let's see who they can find. They might find Kaka.
Avalanche?
Try to farm his Blink Dagger very close to it. Looks very dead here.
Yeah, Blink, God's Rebuke with the
They
spear.
are going to get more DY.
Ooh,
Glimpse is available. He can't get out of the trouble.
Yeah, there's nowhere for him to go. He's going to arrow. He'll try to leap, but they've got the glimpse. They'll pull him back and get the kill for Lou. And it's another stack of kills here for YBB.
If YBB can keep going for these kills while not committing anything, Arena is still available. Same goes for Marcy, Ulti, and Static Storm. They can keep going. Storm needs to be a bit more careful here. If ZZQ manages to get a good glimpse into Spear or Static Storm, he's going to be in a lot of trouble.
Meteor Hammer now.
What a gameplay.
This is exciting. Probably the most exciting gameplay you'll ever see. Ghost trying to catch up to Beyond, but he is out of vision, out of mind. They just kind of miss him, and they're leaving JT top. Ghost still just trying to keep up in farm. The 3/4 of the side of Xtreme Gaming, they're up 3K net worth, and they are all on the top 3 there. See the most hero damage done by the Enchantress. Okay, so maybe a little bit of that Why You Smile Enchantress coming out.
That's only with 2 point and Impetus. Enchantress is a wild hero. Static Storm on Storm. He's going to try to TP back,
but they've got
Mars
the spear.
Is there.
Yep, 70, hoping to get that kill for Lou. And they've killed Paparazzi again. His game is really starting to slow down.
Needs that BKB. I understand, like we've seen. Oh,
good Arena with the blink, but misses the spear. DY going to try and survive. They've got the kinetic field. And with the Thunder Strike, we'll see if DY can get out once it's all done. They still have that glimpse back. He's standing in the Seeds of Serenity, and that is enough to stay alive. They've now doomed up 70. They've got Kaka coming in from the side. They get this kill onto the Mars. They've got the Reality Rift on a ZZQ. They'll at least get the Disruptor. They'll throw the stun on a Beyond. 3-second stun
Meteor
with JT here. And the Meteor
on
Hammer
2.
hitting on a 2.
And the tower.
Yeah, the tower is going to get low. So will these heroes. And they end up getting the tower with that Meteor Hammer shot that hit both those heroes.
That was wild. As soon as Ghost joins, they're going to have huge issues. Because Ghost right now is super farmed. Does have Armlet. Does have Echo Saber. Deals ton of damage with level 2 Phantasm. Phantom Assassin still doesn't feel too comfortable, like getting in there, trying to deal with CK. Will need extra 2 set of items. Like with BKB, things are going to get much easier. Then you get a Desolator. For now, he is, let's say, committing to BKB because it's much safer choice. You are playing into a lot of magical damage on their side. And this is exactly what Paparazzi is also looking for. He does not want to get glimpsed. He does not want to get speared. One of the reasons why he did not opt to go for Falcon Blade this time around, because wants to have like 1 item, BKB.
Desperately needs it. Arrow missing. And now JT, he's picked up a haste, so might be able to help out DY. The Arena comes in, the spear misses, and DY's out of the Arena for now. Meteor Hammer, Avalanche Toss, all comes down at a 7E. He's really using up those lives as TMing. He's also going to get caught and killed off. So JT, he's got himself a killing spree. Both these heroes gone with ease. Xtreme, they extend the lead even further.
Yeah, some really nice rotations coming out from Xtreme Gaming. They are playing aggressive. Even though they don't have Doom available, they can still go for these fights. And these are the fights that they take without Paparazzi. You would expect Storm Spirit to be the one, leading the charge, but wants to be able to get the BKB done. He doesn't feel too comfortable playing into Disruptor.
BKB, the name of the game, should line up pretty close to each other for the CK and the Storm, as well as the Doom. Like, they're all within, like, 300 gold of each other getting BKBs.
This is going to be a huge timing for Xtreme Gaming. In terms of damage that goes through magic immunity, they don't really have much.
Avalanche toss arrow with the ball lightning kill for Paparazzi on ZZQ. Both these teams have vision down over in this jungle area. Good job getting that arrow out, having that combination. A couple of these arrows have been a little bit off the mark for DY. But he is starting to get that form, using that arrow to get himself some gold. And going into the Yules next.
A couple of arrows were zoning, but
that's how I throw them.
Yule Scepter, good item here. So, because you can save yourself, potentially break the combo against Mars, and also Marcy, remove that sidekick, dispel it, be able to set things up after the BKBs with Arrow. Lou, lurking around the mid lane, around Roche Pit, a bit of a risky move, I would say. Still doesn't have a BKB of his own.
Ghost, smoke broken, blink, avalanche. Arrow, gonna miss again. Static Storm, it's on top of Ghost. They'll pop that BKB, they'll go into the Moonlight Shadow. They have a 3-second stun. It's onto the Mars. They get the kill on a 7E. They'll look over at Tianming, pull him back with that Vortex. And this is a very dead Enchantress. It's just a matter of when and to who, and it will be to DY.
They're thinking about going into Roche Pit. You can see them going in and out. Do we have enough damage? I just used the BKB. JT is going to show up with his freshly bought 9-second BKB. And if Phantom Assassin keeps showing on the bottom lane, that means that they're not going to contest it. They could potentially try to get in there, maybe try to steal it, but seems like that's not going to be the case. Beyond, BKB available for plus Brigand's Blade. It's ton of damage from Marcy. Another zoning arrow coming out.
Meteor Hammer drop down on a Roche. Can they make the jump in time? No, they can't. They just picked up and... well, they'll avoid that Stifling Dagger. They are.
It looks like an arrow.
A little bit.
Stifling Dagger with this cosmetic does look like a shorter arrow. We'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah, all those players who get hit by arrows because they're magnets to arrows also get hit by those daggers pretty easily.
My man Mars, look at him. Farm jungle, mana boots, blink dagger, going into BKB next. Like, he needs some like real good follow-up damage on his arena. Something like a Snapfire, a Phoenix to be able... like, sure, there is a static store, but in terms of execution might be a bit slightly more difficult, I would say. And we still haven't seen the combo being executed at all. BKB done on PA, 9-second one.
We'll see how much value that gives. Disruptor's going into the... or has the Force Staff going into the Glimmer Cape. Not... we see a lot of Disruptors go Ags, but I guess it's not that kind of game. Binding Vortex and the Avalanche with the arrow follow-up. That means there's no Nature's Attendants to attend to the body of this Enchantress. They'll just lay there lifeless.
Ybb in a very difficult spot right now. They can't really... well, maybe they could go for some kind of a pick-off, but again, you need to heavily commit. You need to use ultis to be able to get the kill. And you're fighting into 3 BKBs now, plus Aegis. Lou?
Glimpse on the JT. Yule's arrow connects. They need somebody else here. ZZQ going in with a kinetic field. They'll jump in with a rebound and the blink from 7E. But they all come up empty-handed.
It's time.
DY will pop that Moonlight Shadow. Plus use a scan. Nothing is there, so they need to try to look for a kill in a triangle. Paparazzi does have double damage available.
Not finding anybody at the moment. See, a lot of the times you'll go like Moonlight Shadow and the smoke. You'll see the smoke break and make the jump, but they did not play aggressive after that Moonlight Shadow. Staying really conservative, but they do have themselves a 10,000 net worth lead. The heroes of Ybb looking like they still want to fight. Meteor Hammer going to be stopped. Ball lightning in. They've got the arena on the back lines. Arrow's going to fly forward. Hits onto the Enchantress all the way
There's the
back.
follow-up on 2
They get
supports.
the kill on a JT. They'll take up the Doom. And now, without JT and without DY, can they still take this fight? Kaka going to be killed off as well by Beyond. Double kill there is Ghost. Nowhere to be found in that fight.
This is the combo I was looking for. Static Storm plus Arena on 2, and they also managed to burst down Doom, who was channeling Meteor Hammer, and I think Ghost needs to be there. He needs to be the front line to be able to, you know, split up, use a BKB, and fight against these heroes. So, 0 damage dealt by Ghost. Next time around, they should still be able to take one more fight after they respawn, plus Aegis. But they are giving away some decent amount of gold to Lu. Lu sitting at 6 and 2, getting very close to his next item, which is going to be Deso.
Beyond trying to run, but I've got glimpse. DUI leaping, throwing an arrow, but that is well off the mark. Yeah, Lu's sitting top of the net worth after not being there for so long, and, well, DUI leaps again and still can't find anything.
Used all 3 leap charges. Thought maybe with the Yule Scepter he's going to be able to do it. Xtreme now. I mean, you're playing into Phantom Assassin. Sure, you have one of the better counters to PA with Doom. So you're going to, like, that's going to be your target to take him out immediately because you know where the damage is going to come from. But beyond on this Marcy, this is Blink Dagger, BKB Marcy with Brigand's Blade. Usually you want to give Brigand's Blade to other heroes on your team, but if you're Marcy, if you have Marcy on the team, like, she should get priority.
They smoke, they search. They'll find
JT ready to jump.
7-8, BKB, Arena immediately. They go to the Spear. It lands on a Kaka. They'll take out TMing to start. Doom was thrown onto the Mars. The rest of the team is trying to get out. They'll get the buyback from this Enchantress. Static Storm, it's on a Paparazzi. They'll take out JT. They've lost the Doom again. This is going to be the Aegis they used. And that Doom's not even going to get the kill on a 7-E. Avalanche on the 2, but right click's coming in from TMing. Got to remember he bought back. BKB's been popped by Paparazzi. They'll go after Beyond. They've got the Vortex. They'll pull him in. They'll get the kill. Lu still unscathed, but a 4-second stun. Is that going to be enough with the Reality Rift pulling him back? It will be. Ghost gets the kill. They'll look to clean up on the rest. They'll take out the Enchantress. And the only one to stay alive for now is the Disruptor.
Completely different fight when Ghost decides to join with CK. Didn't have his ulti available straight away, but as soon as he pops it, stuns Phantom Assassin, post BKB, she just melts. And also this was the usage, like a little surprised that Ybb decided to take this fight into Aegis because they focused down Storm, they committed with a few BKBs, and then he respawns, pops a BKB of his own.
Now, the fight came to them for a little bit, and then maybe they had their chance to back away, especially here, but they didn't commit to leave, and then the fight really came forward at them as Xtreme. They wanted to move in and finish off these heroes, but Lu gets a big crit kill off JT. Maybe feeling a little bit confident after this Aegis was picked off, and Kaka comes in with the Avalanche toss. They'll have Ghost eventually, and, well, they'll start to just output too much damage on the side of Xtreme for Ybb to handle, especially with that 4-second stun.
Yeah, CK, as soon as he joins, things are looking much more different. Enchantress also just melts. She does a ton of damage if she can keep the distance, but once she gets focused down, she feels the pain. Mars, this is my problem. Again, I'll hold that thought.
Yeah, Ball Lightning and the Vortex. Kaka's there to follow it up. Avalanche toss. They still have the stun onto ZZQ, who drops down a very desperate Static Storm.
Showing that he's not afraid to use it. Like, previous Static Storm also wasn't that great, and he finds another one.
Arrow not going to be landing. BKB. Paparazzi needs to run. Doesn't have a lot of mana to work with, and Lu's going to continue to chase. They go to the Moonlight Shadow while Ghost, he now just goes for the TP out, trying to run.
Nice Yule Scepter from DY.
So will the rest of the team. Dust. Kaka.
Nicely done.
Yule's arrow missing. Doom onto Lu. They'll lose this Phantom Assassin. They've chased too far. Ghost and Paparazzi may not be there, but it is not going right.
What a combo.
DY dead, Beyond on the run, burning out, hit with the Avalanche, he'll fall. They've just got this Enchantress alive, and that is it.
He might go in if he finds some mana, but very low at the moment. These 2 Yule Scepters coming in very handy. They pop 2 dusts, so they dispel dusts. Another jump from Storm. Boy. He's back.
Yeah, full health, full mana now. And, well, ZZQ, he's going to die. This team is really just not stopping anymore. 3-second stun onto the Enchantress. Phantasm committed, and Ghost will get another kill. He's unstoppable, and it's a 17,000 net worth lead for Xtreme Gaming.
This should also be potentially a tier 2 tower for them. If they want to use this Phantasm that they just popped. And also, speaking of items, CK hits level 20. That's a big one. Reality Rift pierces spell immunity, has AC, so not gonna tank up only himself illusions, but also his teammates against the Deso. And going into Bloodthorn next, so you use BKB on Phantom Assassin, you get Bloodthorn, jump by CK and the illusions, you're dead. I don't think they have enough to just burst this CK down immediately in terms of stuns. You need Mars to land a Spear, Static Storm, plus get disposed and heavily focus him down, but there's also a counterplay, potential tossback from Tiny could break your combo.
So Roche back up, Aegis and Shard on that Roche. Does so with 4 charges on it. And also the Shard for Lu, so trying to see if any of these players on the side of Xtreme Gaming are fan of knives. Thank you. So
Yeah, it was a good one. It was subtle. Yeah, fan of knives, big damage coming out from that spell. Breaks CK, so he doesn't get the crit, doesn't get the lifesteal.
they're like just gonna miss this. Now there's the Aegis picked up, and 70 on the high ground. They've got the ward. JT, he's caught by himself, pops the BKB. Beyond's gonna continue to go with the Unleash, trying to right-click down this Doom, but he's very tanky. Kaka coming in for the side. He's got the Avalanche as well as the toss. It's on his easy Q. 3 seconds on the Enchantress. They've also found Beyond. He'll drop the Static Storm. Paparazzi with the BKB. He doesn't have the Aegis this time, so he can't be too confident on this. They get the kill to DY. They'll take out the Mirana dead for 52 seconds without buyback. They finally hit the Doom. It's on to Lu. They'll take out 70. The Avalanche will get the kill there as Lu ends up dying. Ghost, well, he's armlet toggling to survival with JT over to the side.
He can't kill him.
ZZQ falls to Paparazzi. Meteor Hammer's not going to land, but they'll get the right-click finish and take out TME.
They tried. Like, Phantom Assassin was not able to even get the BKB off. She's gonna get doomed. I want to see fight recap to see how much damage Enchantress did. Seems
2,400.
yeah, most damage on their team, but CK going really ham in the previous fight. Like, those illusions were there for the full duration. He was still holding on to Aegis. Like, Paparazzi can allow himself to jump in, find a kill, find Mars or Disruptor, put him in a spot where he's using Static Storm. Like, 3 or 4 last Static Storms didn't really connect on anything. It was either on a BKB target, on a position 5, or completely whiffed.
Yeah, by the way, that last fight, Ghost doing more damage than the entire side of YBB throughout the extent of that fight.
And Doom is now online. Level 20, Octarine Core, Quickening Charm. So, oh, wait, he decided to go for different talent. I don't think I've seen this before. So, Perma Scorched Earth. That's also a great usage of the talent.
Sure.
But I do prefer minus 35 seconds on Doom. Like, it's just way too good.
Yeah, it feels like you can really lower the cooldown of Doom by so much, especially when you're already getting Octarine Core, right?
Yeah.
And he's holding on to Quickening Charm. So, a lot of cooldown reduction.
So with Quickening Charm, I think Doom goes down to like 75
Avalanche,
seconds.
Arrow and Starstorm. JT's also here. BKB from Beyond. Lu shows up. Reality Rift and 2 right clicks to kill off Beyond. They've got the stun. It's on to Lu, and now he's going to be stunned up again for 2 seconds. And, well, he's technically stunned for 70 because that's how long he's dead for.
Things are getting out of control. Xtreme Gaming, they have way too much gold lead, and their heroes don't really have much comeback potential other than this Phantom Assassin. There's still an item to be bought on Marcy for now. She is trying to go for Basher, and they're
70.
getting picked off.
BKBs, and that Static Storm's not going to keep him alive. They're going to feel free to go into the base. And no, that Spear's not going to work. They'll also find ZZQ. Meteor Hammer not going to land on him. But JT moving forward. They've got the toss up into the air. They'll have the double stun.
He faked the Doom like 5 times.
Yeah, he... and just TP. Okay. It would have been great if he stopped the TP and just doomed him. I would have thought that was
the best play would be if he dooms him and TP's out.
Yeah.
That's the power play. So they're going to lose a set of barracks. Phantom Assassin dead for 10 seconds. They could go bottom. They still have overwhelming damage from CK. Minute and a half left on Aegis. Phantasm up in a couple of seconds. So time to go and try to end the game. YBB have potentially one more fight, and they need to execute.
Yep. So, Xtreme. See how long they're willing to stay. I don't know if Lou really wants to show himself at all here. Heart next for Ghost, and Lou going into the Ags. Ags Basher. He had such a good timing on that Battle Fury after all after the treads and the Orb of Corrosion. Like, his net worth has felt like it's been on a standstill.
They didn't take the fight. Like, he, in terms of net worth, he's still doing okay, but they did lose like 5 fights in a row. They lost Roshan as well. Kaka looking for something. Kaka chatting up. He wants to get Shiva's guard. Understands that he's dying to this physical damage from Phantom Assassin. Buys a casual plate mail. Finds a really good neutral item for himself. Blast Rig. So sitting at 37 armor at the moment, which is 69% physical resistance. Nice.
How is that possible? I'm going to probably say something really stupid.
Yeah, like you've been doing that for the last 34 minutes.
30 years. So, I don't know. Correct me where I'm stupid, but CK has the highest net worth. Wouldn't that mean he would have the highest GPM?
Not necessarily.
Why? They're all making the same amount of gold in the same time frame. Silence and the spear on a paparazzi, and they'll get a massive pickoff. That was worth so much gold. 1069, also nice beyond, and 904 to 4 other heroes. Oh boy, that is so much gold.
It's a lot. I mean, who got the last hit? It was Beyond, so some big item potentially coming out on Marcy. She just hits level 18. Mindbreaker this time around. Basher done, sitting on 1,000 gold. I want to see some like straight up physical damage. Get that Daedalus up and going. Maybe even think about getting Divine Rapier. But then again, you're playing against Doom. Kaka now could be in trouble. He's stuck.
Whoa! What? Baits out the arena and the spear. Glimpse. All right, he's back in the arena. Kaka with the toss up into the air. Nobody here to help him, so his death is just a matter of timing. Yules, Fan of Knives, and a kill there for TMing with the Impetus shot.
They almost didn't see level 18 Tiny. He was almost impossible to spot.
Yeah, that's a tough one to miss.
So to go back to your GPM theory.
Oh no, I thought we were past this. Yeah.
No. I'm still thinking maybe you're up to something. So yeah, let's check the GPM.
Technically, it makes no sense, right?
GPM. I mean, he gets gold from Devour, but if you're dead, you're on a bench, so you're not getting the time played.
Yeah, but
no, give me another stupid answer for it. Like, why is it like that?
Yeah, I don't have another stupid answer. I only have stupid points, and oh, BKB from Lou. I actually thought JT was gonna get out for free, but he actually pops the BKB.
We'll need someone smarter, B-Cop, to work on this. We'll.
Yeah, we need the we have the money, we have the technology. We can rebuild the system that works. Also, fantasy points, 17.9. I don't know how fantasy points work. It's a whole system that I have given up on. 7.8 for Lou, the lowest in the game. So if you guys are putting your Lou cards in, you might want to rethink that.
Yeah, because those are fantasy points. Those are not real. Unlike Phantom Assassin.
Oh, no.
She's real.
No.
So PA hits level 20, goes for that Phantom Strike attack speed. Going into Lincoln Sphere next, wants to be able to protect themselves against the stun, Bloodthorn, Doom as well.
By Minsmoke. Here they go. 30k net worth lead. Can they hold on? Everybody has buyback on the side of YBB. But will they need to use it?
I like the DY, like his itemization. Yule Scepter plus Casual Habits Halberd position 5. Like, this is the item that, maybe I wanted Tiny to also buy it because you're playing into Phantom Assassin and Marcy.
Leap in. Hurricane Pike, Yule's up into the air. They drop the arena and don't commit on that. Arrow's going to land on a ZZQ. They'll get the kill onto the Disruptor. They'll look over at this Enchantress. They should be able to finish off TMing with ease. They've also got the Doom onto Beyond. So 3 heroes dead, and Beyond did not hold buyback. He had it just a second ago. But I believe bought out on that Crystallis. Lou? Fan of Knives, Inferno Blade with the War Stomp. A lot of lockdown. Inferno Blade again. This is not fair, but JT's Aeon, this is going to be popped with the help of 7E. Can't stop from TPing out, but now they could go for 7E.
Who's gonna
BKB,
get a basher?
TP out.
Someone get a basher so you can control these BKBs.
Blue bought a Divine Rapier, by the way.
Yeah, I noticed he was trying to get Lincoln's here, but I thought that he might go for it because they need damage and they need it right now. Needs to stay blurred. Extra 350 damage now sitting at 540. He also found Penta Edge Sword, so some extra damage coming out from that as well. It's time to smoke. This is their do or die. Roshan did respawn. This is third Rosh. What does he have? Refresher Shard.
He's got that ability Blur, but when does that ability Blur turn into Gorillas? That's the real question. They're going to jump in, spear onto this Mirana. They get the kill on a DY. They'll look over at 7E and finish him off immediately, but he's going to buy back. They'll look over at Kaka with the Impetus shots too. Reality Rift's not going to pull anybody just yet, and finally they'll put some hands on a TMing and a 4-second stun. Blue jumping in, Phantom Knives once again, Ball Lightning as well as the Avalanche on three of the Vortex onto everybody. Lou, CCQ will die. They'll take out TMing. The Divine Rapier is on the deck. Beyond's body will fall there too. They'll call GG and Xtreme Gaming will take game number 1.
He killed 3 illusions with that Divine Rapier, couple of right clicks, Fan of Knives, but in the end,